All right. Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Thanks, ladies. Thank you, ladies. My ladies. My ladies. Appreciate you, my ladies. All right, here you go. All right, what's up? What's up? We're about to jump right into another delicious episode. Debbie Cakes, welcome, welcome. All righty, put this to the side. Mess around. Okay. Today's a beautiful day. Welcome to the neighborhood. All right, let me put on my superhero outfit, aka the kitchen superhero cape, my apron. What's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome. All right, Yvette, how you doing? Living happy. Love that name. Lisa, yep, Lisa Brewer. What's up? Awakened. Yes, these names are excellent. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's a beautiful day. Happy Tuesday. It looks like it's about to rain, maybe, but we don't care about none of that. We're in the house, and we're about to make some delicious Nigerian food. All right? So, let me just make sure this TikTok shop situation is copacetic, and then we're about to... What's up? Just hasn't loaded. I already did. Okay, beautiful. Good job, sweetheart. Alrighty, so where's that Nigerian cookbook? Yeah, because that's what we're cooking out of today. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. My name is Chef Ed Harris. I am your vegan extraordinaire. No, seriously, I am your vegan chef. And today we are cooking a delicious dish out of my Nigerian cookbook. This is a cookbook that is 100% vegan. So every single dish in this cookbook is 100% plant-based. This is what my cookbook looks like front to back. All right, it's a picture of a delicious jollof rice. You already know what it is. If you know Nigerian food, if you know African food, you know jollof rice is like the staple. You know what I mean? So that's what we're doing today. We're cooking out of this book, and you can look at the table of contents. You can see that we have tons of stuff going on here. All right, we have from sweet to savory and snacks in between, all that good stuff. All right, Joyce, what's up? Welcome, everybody. So we're cooking out of the cookbook, and today we're working on the okra soup. All right, okra soup is very delicious when done right. Okay, so we're gonna do a few things, and the ingredients in this okra soup is, of course, okra that I've already cut. It's frozen in the freezer. I like freezing it, especially when you buy it fresh. This way it can actually last, because those of you, based on when you buy fruits and vegetables from the supermarket, wherever, after a couple of days, it's like gone with the wind. You know what I mean? Like you can't even use it. It's rotten. So what I do is I get my vegetables fresh, my string beans, my okra, stuff like that. I cut it up and I put it in the freezer. So this way, when I'm actually ready to use it, I'm not forced to use it immediately. It's ready to go. So okra's in the freezer. I'm going to work on my tofu because that needs to get nice and crispy on the outside, because we're going to use tofu as the protein for this particular dish today, right? So tofu, right? We have nice, fresh, clean spinach that we just ran through. Make sure that there are no, little nasty things in there, the little broken down, wilted, extra, rotten pieces of spinach, because sometimes they be in there, they be sneaking around, under, they'll attach themselves to the leaves, the good leaves, and then when you flip it over, it's like boom, gotcha. No, we're not getting gotcha. Okay, so we clean that up. Look at this beautiful tomato I got from the farmer's market. Like, it's massive, right? So tomatoes, red peppers, onions, and garlic are the ingredients going into the okra soup tonight. All right, really delicious stuff. And then I also have, let me pull this off to the side. I have some amazing vegetable broth right here that we're gonna use to add to the okra, right? To make this really nice and soupy like. right? And when you talk about Nigerian food, it's a play on words, right? Because a lot of the times their soup is very thick, it's very hearty. So sometimes it's more like a ragu than a soup. But we're not here to debate terminology. We're just here to make amazing food. You know what I'm saying? Like that's basically it. You feel me? You got a question or a comment? Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Uzi, I was just on the hub, saw this notification and busted. Wow, busted yourself. Why would you do that? Yeah, Uzi, you can't be doing that to yourself. It's really bad. You might need some help. All right, but in this place, we're here to help people. Be more plant-based. That's the focus. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Plant-Based Kitchen Lab. We're about to get started. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna work on our delicious tofu. All right, so I have my baking pan right here. I'm gonna put a piece of parchment paper and I'm about to show you how I do my tofu, right? And these are just one of the ways. Carrie, what's up from the UK? I love the UK. That's where I actually had my honeymoon. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people go to like these tropical places, but me and wifey, we decided to go to the UK. You know what I'm saying? And we had a blast. So, tofu, right? Very important. First things first, we're gonna drizzle a little bit of love on this here situation because we want our tofu to roast, bake, and all of that at the same time. So not a lot of oil, just very little, right? Just enough that once the tofu starts getting nice and hot, it'll sizzle. You know what I mean? So with the tofu, we're gonna just do little cubes. So we're gonna do slices like this first. Always helps to have a nice sharp knife, you know what I mean? But I wanna say, how's everybody doing today? Thanks for joining me on this amazing live, all right? Because, Nigerian food is what's up. So we're gonna make sure that we represent. My wife's Nigerian, so that's why I can say that I can do Nigerian food really well because I got it from the source. You know what I'm saying? And then to make this even extra special, because this is a plant-based channel. You know what I'm saying? So yes, my moderator is right here. She has something to say. What's up?
Daryl said I asked you a question, but that's all right.
Oh, what's the question, Daryl? I didn't see it. I missed it. Talk to me.
Yeah, I didn't see it either.
I didn't.
I think TikTok.
Oh, TikTok. It blocked it. Hold on. Filtered. Let's see. No filtered comments yet. Yeah. So, I asked you a question, but that's all right. Yeah, I don't see the question. TikTok be funny sometimes, and it'll not show the question. So, please don't be offended, my friend. Ask your question again. I love getting questions because that's why I'm here. That's why I do this live every week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so I can help people be more plant-based. So while you're retyping that question for me, let's do a roll call. Where's everybody tuning in from? All right, I already see the UK is in the building, which is cool. So we international already, which is beautiful. But where else are people tuning in from? Let me know. All right, so tofu, right? Nice little cubes. We're gonna just drop them in so they're nice and separate.
Gorgeous Queen from Florida.
Yeah, gorgeous queen from Florida.
Michelle, Wisconsin.
Michelle from Wisconsin. All right.
Yvonne from Philadelphia.
Philly in the building.
New York.
I was just in New York. What's up? I was in Brooklyn, baby. I was at the Black Veg Fest.
VA, Ethiopia, Georgia.
Ethiopia. What?
Virginia, Houston, Texas.
Yo, we international tonight, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
West
yes.
Harrison. Newburyport, Massachusetts.
Yes,
Detroit.
nice.
Let's see.
Detroit.
Illinois.
D-Town. Yeah. That's awesome, people.
Yonkers.
Yes. That's what I'm talking about. This live is about to be lit. That's what I'm talking about. We have 400 people. What? Let's get it. What was that?
Mississippi from Adrian.
Mississippi. Nice. So, ladies and gentlemen, We about to hit this Mr. Faith from NYC. Yes, representing, most definitely. So, very important when you're seasoning tofu, you gotta make sure you do it right. There's nothing worse than bland tofu. So in here, I have a nice mix that I put on just about anything. Divine from Texas, Tejas. Nice. So I have herbal chilies, which is spicy, right? And I have smoked paprika and sea salt in here, right? So this gives us the perfect amount of heat, the perfect amount of salt, a little bit of smokiness on top of that because of the smoked paprika. So really all around, really nice.
Mr. Faith, that looks good, brother.
I appreciate that, my friend. So we got that on there, and then we're gonna hit it with a little bit of my smoked salt on top of that. So we're really making this smoky. The whole point of this is to create a well-seasoned tofu. All right, so when we toss this around just like this, all that smoky flavor is attaching itself to the tofu. And ladies and gentlemen, this smoky salt right here is actually available in the TikTok shop. This is my own creation. I take sea salt and I infuse it with hickory, mesquite, and then we finish it with smoked paprika. So the minute you open this thing up and you do this, yo, all you smelling is like if you were outside barbecuing or grilling. Like that's it. It's beautiful, right?
We got a couple of things.
Talk to me.
Mr. Faith said tofu is very healthy for you.
Yes.
And Jay Cliss said your parents know you're making plant food and calling it Nigerian.
Okay, sir. One, my parents is on the live. Two, I am making plant-based food and calling it Nigerian because I can. Three, my family's Nigerian. So that gives me every right to make Nigerian food and call it Nigerian food because at the end of the day, food is whatever we call it. And what makes this Nigerian is the fact that I'm using Nigerian techniques, I'm using Nigerian flavor profiles, and I'm creating a dish that is Nigerian. So with that being said, I will let you do your thing and feel however way you want to feel. But this here channel is for people that are open-minded, right? This channel is for people that think outside of the box and not put themselves in a small little box, right? You can make any food, any culture, any nationality, any ethnicity, and you can make it plant-based, 100%, right? I've been cooking professionally for 30 years, and trust me when I tell you, I can veganize any food on the planet anytime I feel like it, which is what I do. That's why I've written a vegan cookbook for breakfast only. I've written a vegan cookbook that's all about Nigerian food, which we know is meat-centric, right? But there's still amazing flavors to be made being vegan. So
servants are sent to heart me.
Appreciate that. So on that note, we're gonna keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for the interaction.
Mr. Faith said you're right, brother. You have all the rights to say that.
Thank you, sir. All right, so tofu is nice and seasoned, going into our oven at 400 degrees. All right, 400 degrees. So ladies and gentlemen, let's jump into this delicious recipe that we are making for this here Nigerian situation. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna work on our aromatics. And what's aromatics? Aromatics are our onions, scallions, ginger, garlic, those kind of ingredients, right?
Dennis said enough said. You said it was Nigerian, and so it is.
That's right. See, that's what I'm talking about. The people in here, they know what's up. Okie dokie. Let's get this onion slicey, minced up real quick, and then we're gonna sweat this, right? We wanna saute this. And
so, I got a question. Mr. Faith is asking a couple questions about the cookbook.
Yes.
So the one that what you're cooking right now is in which cookbook?
It's in the Nigerian cookbook. So I have 3 cookbooks available on the TikTok shop. The one pinned on the live right now is the one I'm cooking out of. So that's the veganish Nigerian food you want to eat. That's the one I'm cooking out of. And then there's veganish breakfast food you want to eat. right? With the pancakes on the front. And then the third one is a more of like a global cookbook where you have different flavor profiles, different things, breakfast, lunch, dinner items, stuff like that, snacks and everything in between.
Serve and Swerve Ministry sent 13 roses and became the new title.
Surf and turf.
No, Serve and Swerve.
Oh, you gotta speak up, man.
I thought I was loud
enough.
enough.
You know what I'm saying?
I thought I was
surf.
loud.
I was like surf and turf. Okay, but that's cool. But serve
and swerve.
Serve and swerve.
Ministry.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Don't laugh at me, man. I didn't hear her. I literally did not hear
I
her.
thought I was loud enough.
Nah, you was not loud enough, homie. You need to be louder.
Right.
You know what I mean? You need to be a little louder.
That's not.
Right? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting our aromatics ready. Very important, right? What I realized in making Nigerian food and making it vegan, it starts with your base, right? This is super important. This is how you get that flavor. Because when you think about it, for those of you who have had Nigerian food before, when you eat jollof rice, which is in the cookbook as well, right? When you get any of like the egusi, the pounded yam, you get all of this stuff. What they're using to make these different flavored soups and the porridges is this heavy meat stock or meat broth, right?
Cynthia says hi.
What's up, Cynthia? So the way to get past that without missing that flavor is creating a really amazing, flavorful broth. And that's one of the recipes that I had to share with people in the cookbook, that once you have this recipe for my broth, it allows you to make the most delicious dishes because it's such a universal broth that you can literally use it for anything that you would need, you know, a vegetable stock or a vegetable broth for. So like if you wanted to glaze some blanched vegetables with some butter and stock, you would use that. If you wanted to make, you know, what I'm making tonight, this is what you would use. So it's a bunch of vegetables that we cook. You know, I can't give you all the secrets, but if you get the cookbook, you're going to get access to all that information. But I'm telling you, it's one of the best broths you can make in-house. None of the ingredients that you can't pronounce, everything you can find at the supermarket. And the cool thing about this broth, once you make it, the way you store it, you just put it in the freezer. So what I do is I portion it out into smaller containers and I keep it in the freezer like I have in this container here. So when I'm ready to use it, I just got to pull one out of the freezer and I'm good to go. It just has to defrost, you know what I mean? So you always have it when you need it. Really important. Yes, sweetheart. So if you're not vegan, put a 1 in the chat. I want to see how many people in here today
Put a 2 if you want.
is not vegan. And if you are vegan, then put a 2. Right? I want to see the numbers so I know who my demographic is, so I know how to talk to you. I know how to approach you. You know what I'm saying? Yes, we have 1 right now.
3 ones.
3 ones. Tell me, Emma, how many we got?
4. Mr. Faye said I'm not vegan, but I love vegan food.
Nice.
Got a couple more ones.
I love that. All right, so I'm just adding some oil to my pot so I can caramelize my beautiful aromatics. All right. So any 2s, any vegans in the live today? No?
So far I haven't seen any 2s.
Wow, that's awesome. Okay. Beautiful. Well, welcome.
This is
right.
a beautiful kitchen.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, this is a judgment-free zone. You know what I mean? We just like to make good food and show the people what's possible.
Because you don't have to be vegan to eat vegan.
You don't have to be vegan to eat vegan food, like Mr. Faith said. You know what I mean? Because if you're hanging around somebody that knows how to cook and they're vegan, the food's gonna be good. You know?
See, Butler said I love vegan food a lot.
Nice. That's what's up. So this is what we're doing, man. This is a vegan channel. You know, I don't believe in judging people. Mr. Faith, same here. But unfortunately, the way the world is set up, there's too many judges. You know what I mean? Way too many judges. Not enough of the non-judgers, you know? But we're not gonna worry about them today. All right? So we're gonna do our thing. So right now I have my I have my stuff caramelizing nice and slow. Okay, we're gonna bring the fire up just a little bit and get my spoon. We're gonna give this a stir.
Christine said hello, Shafir.
Christine, what's up? How you doing? How you doing? So we love spicy, and we're making Nigerian food. Nigerian food is it comes with some serious heat. So we're gonna chop up a whole Scotch bonnet pepper, right? And this Scotch bonnet is crispy like this and hard because I freeze my Scotch bonnets. I grow them, and then I have them for the whole year, right? So
Patricia said for sure.
yeah, man. So freeze them. This way you have them when you need them, so they don't go bad, right? You notice this is like a recurring thing in my house. A lot of the stuff we freeze just because it lasts, right? So a whole Scotch bonnet in there. So we talking some serious heat. All right. So we got that going, which is nice. Okay. Now we about to caramelize. I want to make jollof. Oh,
Patricia. Wait.
Patricia.
No,
You're probably
Patria. You know what, Dad? It's both
Patria.
of us. It's both.
All right, listen, Pat. We're gonna say Pat. Oh, no offense. All right, jollof rice. That's the cover of the cookbook. You know what I'm saying? So the recipe's in there. I show you a secret technique that will make your rice nice and smoky, make it taste so amazing, and then the trick is knowing how to cook the rice. Jollof rice is very tricky, and the reason it's tricky is because you're not dealing with just water, you're dealing with a very thick liquid. So because of that, things tend to burn very quickly. You know what I mean? So I teach you how to get past all of those nuances and just, do it like a pro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she said okay.
So definitely check out the cookbook, and whoever orders today, it ships tomorrow. Like, we don't play. We have plenty cookbooks in house. How many does it say we have? Does it say? No. Okay.
I'll check.
No worries. So right now we have 2 in the cart. Make sure you cop those.
9. Wait.
Okay.
Well, I think no.
Does it say 9? Okay. So I'm gonna go grab the laptop for me so we can put it on and make sure we have the right count. All right, because a bunch of people are getting it, and we want to make sure that they can actually get access to it. All right. So my aromatics are caramelizing really nice. All right. That's the peppers, the onions, and the garlic. Now, the other trick to making really good Nigerian food is your spices and your herbs. Really, really, really important. All right, I teach you how to make swallows too in my cookbook, right?
Yeah, Jenny said I want to learn fufu too.
Yes, so you learn how to make the pounded yams, all that stuff, the green plantain fufu, the white yams. It's all in the cookbook.
Patricia said she makes oatmeal fufu.
Oh, nice. I like that. That's cool. All right, let me check. Let me make sure we're good. Ladies and gentlemen, just give me a second. I want to make sure that our products are actually available on the site.
Patricia said she knows how to make okra stew.
Oh, nice. All right, so veganish, Nigerian. Okay, we need to up that. Okie dokie. All right, cool. Let's see. Come on, TikTok. Edit. All right, beautiful. Done. And everything else is good to go. Try again. All right, hold on. Let's slide this over here. These captures, man, they be bugging. All right, so we got that. Smoky salt, we're good. Flavor maker, New Orleans, King everything. Nice. Cookbook. Okay, breakfast. All right, cool. Ready to rock and roll. So this is what I was saying. All right, these are caramelizing nice and slow. You want low heat. All right, really, really important. Now, the next thing that really packs flavor when it comes to Nigerian food is bay leaves. Now, for people that know Nigerian food, the way they do their meat, right, is they boil the meat with a lot of onions, a lot of garlic, and bay leaves and Maggi. Now, that flavor that you put into that beef comes a lot from the Maggi and from the bay leaves. So it's really important to use fresh bay leaves, dry bay leaves when you're making your plant-based food, because this is a way to really bring that flavor full circle. All right?
Yes.
So definitely make sure you have really good bay leaves when you're cooking. And this is not just Nigerian food, but just plant-based food in general, because it really, really takes your food to another level, especially when you get like the really potent bay leaves. My bay leaves, actually, I flew them in from St. Lucia. So they were picked fresh, green. We dried them in the sunlight, and then I shipped them home. So I'm telling you that, like, that's how crazy I am about my ingredients.
Fully explain it.
So we went to St. Lucia for a month, right? We were hanging out in St. Lucia for a month, me and the whole family, right? So we were there for a month, and while we were shopping at the market, the bay leaves were so good. I was like, you know what? I don't want to be without these when I'm cooking at home, when I go back home. So we bought massive bags of bay leaves. We laid them out on the sun in the yard, and literally we dried them for a day, 24 hours. And then we packed them and shipped them. So that's why my bay leaves look so amazing. Like, they're really big. You know what I mean?
And they're not like the bay leaves here.
They're not brittle. And that's the other way for you to know the quality of the bay leaves that you're getting. Like, or even herbs in general. Like, they shouldn't be brittle and fall apart or be dusty when you use them. You know what I mean? Like, you should be able to hold them, break them, and it just be what it is.
It should be at least a little bit
flexible. Yeah, they are massive bay leaves. Like, let me show you. These are like legit. Like, look at this. Like, it's insane. You know what I mean? Look at the size of this thing. It's like almost the size of my hands. Like, it's crazy. So yeah, man, these are from St. Lucia. And St. Lucia has about 3 or 4 varieties of bay leaves. Did you know that there were that many? There's literally about 4 or 5 types of bay leaves. Crazy, I know. Crazy, crazy. But yeah, so that's what we did. That's how we were able to get this delicious bay leaf. So sometimes if you're close to a farmer's market, they will have bay leaves certain times of the year. I would definitely get it and just buy a bunch of it. And if they sell it fresh, buy it fresh and just let it dry out on its own naturally. Just put it outside on your terrace, you know, leave it out open on your counter and just let it dry. You know what I mean? Don't let it go bad, because I'm telling you, the flavor creation of bay leaves, it's beautiful. And I use it for just about every single thing.
I got it, Dad. You don't
Okay, appreciate it.
Like I said, is it okra season? You are the first person here making this soup today.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's definitely okra season. I've been buying okra from the farmer's market, I would say, for what, a month now?
Actually, a little bit longer than that.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been buying okra for a hot minute. Okay, so these are caramelizing really nicely. And you notice I'm cutting this up really fine. You know, we can use a food processor, but I don't want to deal with the noise. And, you know, I like practicing my knife cuts. So, you know. What's up, Heather? Appreciate that follow. Tiffy, what's up? All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Patricia said, is it better to freeze them or keep them out?
The bay leaves?
I think.
Yeah.
Or that or the yeah, definitely the bay leaves probably.
Yeah, if I kept fresh and frozen okra. Yeah. So, Patria, the thing about okra, you know, if it's fresh, you know, it'll only stay like that for a couple of days, unfortunately. Right? So for me, I will get them fresh, cut them up, and then freeze them. This way, when you cook them, it's like if they were fresh, and you don't have to worry about it. You know what I mean? Yeah, go ahead. Just keep the door open so I can see you. My daughter doing big girl things. No, bay leaves. Oh, so with the bay leaves, I buy them fresh. Well, when I'm in St. Lucia, I buy them fresh and then I dry them. And once they're dry, I just keep them out on the counter or in my cabinet. You don't need to freeze them once they're fresh, once they're dried. But if you get them fresh, I will keep them in the refrigerator or I will keep them in the freezer until you can dry them, right? But I always dry mine so this way they can last outside and I'm not taking up space in my refrigerator. You know what I mean? What's up, Kai? How you doing? How you doing? Baby girl. What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. All right, we're doing Nigerian food tonight. Check out my pot of delicious goodness. So I have peppers in here, garlic, onions, and Scotch bonnets, right? So we're caramelizing this. The idea is to cook this down nice and slow, right? I'm going to add just a touch more oil to this, some extra virgin olive oil. because we kind of want to fry the peppers at this stage. So I'm going to crank the heat up just a little bit, right? So those peppers can start to break down. No palm oil, Patria. Okay, let me talk to you about the palm oil. I like palm oil. I don't love it, and I have palm oil. Do I use it? Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. The flavor is very strong, and I've had okra soup with palm oil and I've had it without. And to me, I don't think it really needs it, so I don't normally add it to my stuff. But yeah, palm oil is definitely one of those things that is very Nigerian, obviously. So I'm glad that you brought it up.
This guy said, I think it's Jodrick, said he wanted to learn, but they said, I don't want to learn then. We need palm oil.
Yeah, palm oil. I mean, and palm oil, you have to be careful because that stuff can be very unhealthy for you. You know what I mean? So for me, being plant based, the goal is to cook healthy as well as cook really flavorful food. You know what I mean? So with the palm oil, I try and stay away from it. The only time I actually maybe use palm oil is when I'm doing egusi or ogbono. Those I'll do palm oil because it just works.
Someone said Kassan.
Hmm?
Kassan.
I'm not sure what that means. But yeah, so that's when I would do palm oil.
Someone said, do you use sea moss? Because St. Lucia is where some of it comes from.
Yes, St. Lucia has the most amazing sea moss because it's right. Can you guys hear me? Join the live. Can you guys hear me? All right.
You're back.
Okay, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. If you can hear me, put a 1 in the chat, please. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Not sure what's going on with Tickety TikTok and you don't stop.
It's still pinned. Just taking it off your stream so you can see more.
Okay. Okay, you can hear me, Mike Perry. Okay, beautiful. Can anyone else hear me? Are we good? Can we continue? All right, only Mike can hear me. Uh-oh. All right, only Mike can hear me. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, comment 1 in the chat, please. Let me know you can hear me. I can hear you now. Okay, beautiful. I can hear you. Humble girl, what's up? All right, people, we're back. I don't know what happened. I think God just wanted to give me a 5-minute breather. You know what I'm saying? Because we're about to make some delicious food. He was like, calm down, Ed, calm down. You're going too fast. The people need to get some questions answered. So let's do it. Let's have some Q&A. All right, while our delicious tomato just got added. Woo! Look at this, right? So we have the red peppers. We have the delicious tomatoes that we just added that's nice and fresh. This already smells really good just because of the bay leaves that's in here. I'm telling you, like, it's a game changer cooking with bay leaves, all right? So I'm gonna turn this down so the tomatoes can cook down and do its thing. So what I wanted to bring to your attention before was the fact that normally we would do pounded yam with our okra, with, you know, our vegetable soup, whatever it is that we're making. But today we're gonna mix it up a little bit and we're actually gonna do grits. I know, crazy, right?
Stop playing with my
But
chef.
we're gonna do a nice grit, and these grits, they're actually from Italy. They're so good. I'm telling you, just cooking them with water, it looks like you cooked them with milk. They're like amazing. They're so fluffy. Anyway, so we're doing grits, all right? So I'm gonna cut this open and actually get this going while we work on everything else, all right? And a few things I love about these is, one, it's very clean, right? Like there's no, it's just clean. It's not like, you know, you buy grits and there's a bunch of black specks in it. It's like stones. There's like just a bunch of debris. This has none of that. It's beautiful. So grits are going in. I always wash my grits first before I cook them. You know what I mean? It's just, you know, we want to be smart about our cooking. You know what I'm saying? So grits are in. All right. I'm gonna do half the container because this stuff swells up pretty good. Right? This stuff swells up. So let me wash this really quick. I have my water on in the back, getting nice and hot. All right, and the reason I wash it is because anything that's in there, any impurities or anything like that, it will float to the top, and then we just get rid of it. And there's like literally nothing coming out. So with that being said, I'm gonna add it to.
Judy said I'm not hearing you, but I can.
Oh my goodness, really? Again?
No, but I can hear it. Alright, just tell everybody to put a 1 in the chat. They can hear.
Judy, can you come out and come back in and say, please? I don't know what's going on, but I am sorry. I am sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. So grits is in. I'm going to just add a little bit of salt to my grits. Just a little bit. Alrighty. And we're going to let that come up to a boil nice and slow.
Humble girl said good evening, everyone.
Humble girl, what's up? What's up? So now time for the seasoning of our okra. All right, really, really important.
The plant lady said, I can hear you now.
Okay, appreciate that, plant lady. So what we're gonna do is we have our tomato cooking down real nice.
Victoria said hello, chef.
What's up, Victoria? Okay, seasoning. Nigerian food. Here we go. All right, this is everything besides the stock. All right, so Afro beets. Right? Very important. This is full of amazing ingredients in here. We have Bailey's, again, yes, chili powder, cumin, garlic powder, a pinch of sugar, allspice, cinnamon, and smoked paprika, and then finish with some sea salt. Gisela, I'm glad you can hear us. So, Afro beats. All right, we're adding this to our tomato situation. All right, a little sprinkle, sprinkle. That's in. And then we're going to finish that with some freshly grounded cumin, right? Very important. All right. Beautiful. That's in. Put that to the side. And then we're going to go in with onion powder and garlic powder. All right. Very important. Very, very, very important. Onion powder, garlic powder. Grits are bubbling. Let me turn this down so you can cook nice and slow. Slow and steady wins the race, ladies and gentlemen. Slow and steady. All right, onion powder is going in. We're going with 3 teaspoons. All right, and then we're going with the same amount of garlic as well. 3 teaspoons of garlic, 3 teaspoons of onion powder. Beautiful, beautiful. And then last but not least, smoked paprika. All right, this is going to give us color. It's going to give us depth. It's going to give us flavor.
Humble Girl sent 3 popular gifts. And
Humble Girl, thank you so much.
Victoria said, what's for dinner, chef?
Victoria. What's for dinner? We're making Nigerian okra stew. All right, okra soup.
In the Nigerian veganish book, right?
Oh, yes. We have spoken about it,
That
Jane. Thank you very much for your cooperation. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to give it to you one more time again. All right. For those people that came in a little later on in the live, we are cooking out of this delicious cookbook right here. This is my veganish Nigerian food you want to eat. Appreciate that, heart me. And for those of you wanting to know, is he Nigerian? How is he making vegan Nigerian food? Well, let me tell you, right? I have been dubbed, knighted, Aigbomodium by a chief in Nigeria because my wife is Nigerian royalty.
Stop playing with me.
You know what I'm saying? So
JB sent a heart me.
JB, appreciate you. So back to my story, ladies and gentlemen. Like I was saying, right? Like I was saying, I've been dubbed Aigbomodium. And if you look that up, it's a Nigerian name. And it's not no jokey joke name. This name, it comes with some serious weight. It means first. It means leader.
Yep.
It means boss things.
Stop playing with him.
You know what I'm saying? So this is the name I was given when I married my Nigerian princess.
Period.
All right? So, ladies and gentlemen, with that information is
That you didn't ask for.
how I came about writing this Nigerian cookbook. All right? I just had to give you a little information, okay? Victoria, don't laugh. But seriously, all that's true, by the way. Like, none of it's made up. Just so you know. Like, it's all facts.
Not true, we got to
True things.
true team.
Right? So, hence my Nigerian cookbook. Okay? I love Nigerian food so much I had to figure out a way to make it vegan so I can continue to eat it. So, it took years. My wife and I have been married 15 years, 16 years, and all those years I've been literally collecting information about how to do Nigerian food. So, here's where we are today.
Humble Girl said wifey is funny.
Huh? What did Humble Girl say?
Wifey is funny.
Yes. She is very funny.
DJ Soul said, what was that you dropped in there?
Oh, that's Maggie. Maggie, bouillon cubes. Bouillon cubes.
Oh, they cut everything.
Oh, yeah.
One of these.
I love it.
I love them.
Yes. So that was, yes, bouillon cubes. Vegetable bouillon cubes, of course. Right? So we're cooking out of the Nigerian cookbook today. All right? So the other thing now is we've added in our Maggie. I'm going to give this a nice little stir. My tomatoes, peppers, onions, and garlic has cooked down really nicely. Let me show you. All right, let me show you real quick. Put this here so you can see. All right, this is what we're looking at. And the smell, oh my goodness. It smells so good.
Impeccable.
It smells so good already, right? And we're not even, we're maybe halfway done right now. let's pull out our tofu out of the oven because it's ready. Look at these delicious little morsels, right? So when you cook it this way, a few things happen. You get a nice crispy outside, the edges real nice and crispy, but inside is still nice and chewy, gooey, all that good stuff, right? And I like creating a crust around it first because I'm putting it into a heavy broth dish, right? A dish that is lots of liquid. So I don't want to put in the tofu without giving it a chance to get nicely seared, to really develop that flavor and that texture. So when we bite into it, when we add it to the soup or the stew, it stands on its own. You know what I mean? So that's why we did it that way. So now I'm going to add the delicious vegetable broth, right? Woo! So that's some ice in there. Add that to that. And we're gonna now turn the fire all the way up so this can come to a boil first before we add the okra. We want to develop the flavor of the broth first before we add the okra to it. All right.
Miss Pasha said, "I'm so late today. I had to have a nap."
Miss Pasha, you're not late. You're right on time. We're right in the middle, so you're getting to see the best parts. Now, like I told you, the more you join my lives every week, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, is the more you will see things you will never see anywhere else. I promise you.
Stop playing with him.
Right? I promise you. So between making vegan oxtail to making, and for my Nigerians watching, for my Africans watching, bomo, right? That cow foot, that gristle, that gooey thing that you would like if you were eating meat.
Yeah.
I figured out a way to make a vegan version of that. Like, these are the things that I do. Just call me mad plant-based scientist. That's why the name of my community is Plant-Based Kitchen Lab. Because we in there inventing and doing some craziness, but flavor, 100%, all natural, packed with flavor, and just really cool techniques.
Good
so
job, Chef.
I say all that to say, thank you, my love.
That's why I love you.
I say all that to say that with Nigerian food, the meats and the different dishes, there's a lot of different cuts of meat. There's a lot of different textures involved, right? So using tofu skin is one of those things that gives you really amazing texture and a different flavor and just something more to experience while you're eating your food.
And
so everything is not one-dimensional.
Inevitable East, really cool name by the way, said, "Is it made in China?"
Yes. Tofu skins is definitely, you might get Vietnam, you might get Thailand, but, this one is definitely Chinese. It's called Dragon Brand. So please believe it's Chinesey. All right? So this tofu skin is something that I figured out to make multiple ways. And, it's just a really great substitute for making meaty type of dishes. Right?
He said, let's see. Yeah, that one.
Inevitable East. It's all right. Hey, if you're not digging what I'm putting down, all you got to do is turn around and exit the building. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no need to talk like that, homie. Right? This is a place of love and understanding and peace. So we're not going to have those kind of comments up in here. You know what I mean?
Let's see. Jenny said, "Wow, I just got a recipe for vegan oxtails and vegan barbecue wings yesterday."
Nice. Yes, Jenny. That's what I'm talking about. You got to equip yourself with the things that makes your life easier, that makes it worthwhile. You know what I mean?
Inevitable East said, "You're promoting child labor." If you're talking about me, then this is voluntary, by the way. Just so you know.
Who said child labor?
Okay, let's ignore Inevitable because he is inevitably gonna be a lonely person
Blocked.
and be blocked inevitably.
Can I?
So slow your roll, homie, before we're gonna have to escort you out of the building.
You got dinner already?
No, because it's good for the algorithm, the interaction.
Bruh.
So just keep doing your thing. All right. As long as you don't get disrespectful, we're gonna leave you be. Oh, we're not worried about that. Because there's a million things that we can say that America does that's not right. So I'm not gonna sit here and point fingers at any one particular country because there's no perfect country. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Black people are getting killed every single day in America for nothing, for no reason. So, we're gonna leave China alone and we're gonna let them do their thing, right? Because not every company in China has child labor.
True.
That's just what it is. Copper Queen, what's up? Hello, Chef Ed. Hope you and your beautiful family are doing well. We are doing amazing because we're about to eat some delicious Nigerian food.
What's her name? Copper Queen?
Yes, Copper
Beautiful
Queen.
name, Copper Queen.
Yes, because copper is good for the body. Yeah. All right. So, where are we now? Let's see.
Chef, you're such a king.
I appreciate you, sweetheart. So, tofu skin, right? Really delicious. And actually, you know what? Next week, I'm going to show you how to make a really cool salad with tofu skin.
Copper Queen sent a heart me.
Copper Queen, appreciate that heart me. All right? This is one of the most delicious things you can work with right here. Okay? The skin, yes, tofu skin. So let me kind of break down tofu skin if you're not familiar with it, ladies and gentlemen. When they make tofu, what's up, Rhonda? So when they make tofu, right, well, before they make the tofu and the milk is sitting there to coagulate and get firm to turn into tofu, it creates a layer on the top. That's the skin. So they scoop that off and they dry it out. And that is what these sheets are. And you can find these sheets in different forms. Sometimes it'll look like a stick. They'll kind of squeeze it up and it'll just be like long sticks that, are almost like a U. And then you can get flat pieces like this, right? And they just make the most amazing dim sum stuff. Like we're going to do some cool stuff with this next week. What's up?
Two things. Jenny said, is it the skim on the top?
Yes.
And also, Giselle said, must be delicious.
Oh, it really is. You just have to know how to cook it.
Point Period said, what Nigerian food are you making?
So we're doing okra soup tonight. All right, we're doing okra soup. So this tofu skin is really nice because it doesn't disintegrate. So it takes on flavor really well. And it's just something really nice to chew on when you're, the thing about what makes plant-based food delicious is figuring out textures, right? It's super important to have the right textures. So using things like this, mushrooms, tofu, making your own seitan, your meat substitutes, that's how you really get to create these different textures that's just really amazing. Point period. Yes, okra soup is definitely one of our faves. We made it last week, we're making it again this week. So right now my broth is bubbling really nicely, like we do in the Caribbean, you know what I'm saying, bubbling.
Oh, since correctly, Novak Nui sent a heart me.
What was that?
Novak Nui.
Novak. Appreciate that heart me. So let's taste this and see where we're at. Cheryl, you're back. Welcome back.
Nice one.
Ooh. Ooh, baby. All right. So right away.
Marsha said I think she used walnut and mushroom for my ground beef.
Oh, nice. I like that. Walnut and mushrooms. We can't do walnuts because we have some tree nut allergies in the building, But so flavor-wise, immediately you get the tomatoes, you get the chili, the heat, but it's not uber spicy. Like it's just enough of spicy, right? So I'm gonna add one more bouillon cube to it.
Jenny said that's what the lady wrapped in the king oyster mushrooms in for the vegan barbecue ones.
Nice. Perfect. Yeah. I'm telling you, tofu skins, there's a lot of magic you can do with it. A lot of magic. Okay.
All right. Two things.
Talk to me.
Novak Nui said, okay, bet me and my wife have been searching for a vegan channel.
Yes, you found the right place. I'm on here every week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We go live and all we do is plant-based food. Every single day, we're live. So I'm going to add my tofu skins in and we just have to break these.
Miss Pasha sent a rose.
Miss Pasha, thank you so much. Beautiful. All right, tofu skin is in. Now we're about to get our okra, right? Because tofu skin takes about 10 minutes to cook, depending on how big the pieces are, right? And because these are sheets, they will actually cook a lot faster. So I'm going to also add in my frozen okra.
Good Item Shop said good morning.
Good morning.
I guess
Where are
that's-
you coming from? Where are you joining us from on this beautiful day? So, stirring in my delicious okra, right? My tofu is still in the oven, but my oven is off, so we don't have to worry about that, right? I have my spinach here that I haven't forgotten about. Spinach is gonna go in at the very end because the spinach don't actually need to cook, and I love when my spinach is bright green. I don't love when it gets overcooked and it starts getting brown, right? So I love that bright, beautiful color that the spinach adds to the dish.
Excuse me,
So that's
sir.
why I'm putting it in at the very end.
Excuse me.
Yes, ma'am.
Rhonda said, can you do a pasta dish with the tofu skin?
A pasta dish with a
Yes.
tofu skin. Why not? Why not? You see, the thing is, for me, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. I love recipes, but what I love more is understanding why ingredients are used. So this way I can mix up, I can recreate recipes, I can tweak the recipes to my liking, right? Because all recipes should be is a guideline, right? It's not the end all be all. You know what I'm saying? Like if I find a cookbook and the recipe says you need to use mushrooms to make this dish really good, if I find that tofu makes it better, I'm going to use tofu. If I find a combination of the two makes it better, then that's what I'm going to do. So for me, I like recipes as a guide, but then I love to be intuitive in terms of how can I make it better or what can I do differently that might change the recipe and make it even more fun, right?
Alright, let's see. Light Bright Mommy said, how long have you and your family been vegan?
Going on 10 years, we've been vegan. 10 years. It's been a ride. In those 10 years, I was able to write 3 vegan cookbooks that are in my TikTok shop right now. And for me, when we went vegan, breakfast was a doozy. It was funny because, you know, me being a classically trained chef, you would think that breakfast would not be a problem, but it stopped me for a second. But what I did was I took myself out of the breakfast box and I was like, what do other countries have for breakfast? And once I did that, I was able to evolve very quickly in terms of what is possible for breakfast. You know, so, you know, you think about other cultures, you think about other countries. In Japan, breakfast is miso soup, it's ramen. You know, in Africa, it's pounded yam, it's ground provisions, you know, it's tomato sauce, you know, it's tomato stew. In the Caribbean, it's saltfish and fried plantains or something. So, you know, you can change that up. You can use tofu. You can do a tofu scramble. Like there's so many things. Avocado toast I love, which is in my cookbook. But of course, we take it up to another level. You know?
Let's see. Ren DXD1 said from Guyana.
Oh, nice. My parents are Guyanese.
Point Period said, do you blanch the spinach due to the I think oxalates?
No, I don't ever blanch my spinach. I literally just leave them raw and I cook them as is. I get baby spinach for most of the time, so that's why I just do it that way.
The non-toxic teapot said, have you ever done a chickpea egg? I can't get it right for nothing.
Oh, I'm glad you asked that. Who asked that?
Let's see, the non-toxic teapot. Open.
Non-toxic teapot. Okay, so a few things. You pinned that comment, beautiful. So I have the most amazing. I won't say it's chickpea because it's not chickpea. It's lentil. It's a specific type of lentil. It's called moong dal, right? Forget chickpea. For your eggs, you want to go with moong dal. That's all I'm going to say. I actually have a recipe for it that's available. If you send me a message, I will send you the link to get it. It's the only recipe you will ever need in your entire life to make vegan eggs. These vegan eggs are so good. You can use them to make frittatas. You can use them to make scrambled eggs. You can use it to make omelets. You can make quiche. Like it's a game. Make a big batch of it and then I put it in smaller containers and I freeze them. I'll grab one so I can show you. So you know I'm serious, right? Check it out.
You're kind of breaking up.
Yeah, the weather. I think because it's raining. But here are my frozen eggs, right? So send me a message and I'll send you the link to get a copy. It's a PDF download and you're gonna love it. I'm freezing up, I'm lagging. Yes. Can you start over? Babe. So vegan eggs. Yes. I use mung dal to make my vegan eggs. Can you guys hear me loud and clear right now? Please put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Non-toxic. Thank you so much for the heart me.
So yeah, go ahead, start what you were saying about the egg.
Yes, yes, you can hear me now. 1. Okay, beautiful. So let me start over. Forget chickpeas, forget garbanzo beans to make your vegan eggs. You want to use mung dal. All right, it's spelled Moong and then Dal. It's a form of like a lentil, a yellow split pea, and it's the best because if you ever mung dal, yep, you got it. If you ever go in the supermarket and you look up the brand Just Egg, that's what they use. They use a mung dal for their beans. Now, this gives you the most creamiest, the most smoothest version of vegan eggs. Now, the recipe that I have that I've made, I didn't know there was such a thing as vegan eggs. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You're in the right place. Don't worry. So, my recipe that it creates the most delicious eggs. You can use my recipe to make frittatas, quiches, scrambled eggs, omelets. It cooks just like if you were to take a few eggs, crack it up, beat it, and literally make your eggs, right? So you get access to this recipe. It's $9.99. It's the only recipe. Is it imitation eggs? No. This is all natural ingredients. It's like 5 ingredients I use. Spices, salt, beans, a few other things that I can't say. But if you get the recipe, you get access to it. Okay? But I'm telling you, just send me a message and I will send you the link to get the recipe. It's the most amazing recipe you will ever lay your hands on. You will never need to buy vegan eggs from anywhere again. You will never need to look up any other recipe. This recipe, you get a PDF download and you get a video that walks you through the entire process. So I hold your hands through this entire thing. You don't have to worry about not knowing what to do, how long to soak the beans, when to soak the beans, when to blend, how to cook. I show you all of that. Yes, Emma, questions?
Couple of things. Christine said, hi, I'm new to your page, but I'm thinking about going vegan to be healthier. What should I start out? Also, Dr. Bubblenut said, hello, sir.
What's up, doctor? And someone said they're thinking about going vegan.
Yes, what should I start out with?
What's her name?
Christine.
Christine. All right. Beautiful question. First thing I would do is definitely give me a follow. And the reason I say that is because every time I go live, you will be able to get access to amazing resources, guidance, and just ideas of what is possible in terms of being plant-based and how to make really delicious food. 2, I would say find yourself in communities that facilitate being more plant-based, right? So definitely join communities that do that are pro plant-based, and make sure you surround yourself with people that will not talk down on you for wanting to be plant-based, right? Surround yourself with people that will encourage you and uplift you, okay? And then the other thing I would say is when it comes to making vegan food or making plant-based food, you want to make sure that you start with the dishes that you really love, like the dishes that you enjoy eating that might not necessarily be plant-based, and then you figure out how you make those plant-based. So let's say, actually, you know what? How about this? Tell me what's your favorite meal to eat, and I'll tell you how to make it vegan right now as soon as you tell me what it is.
Okay, Victoria said, will you do a live on making eggs?
Oh yeah, I've done many. So if you get my egg recipe, my vegan egg recipe, it comes with a video of how to do the eggs from start to finish. So you get a PDF download of the actual recipe, and then you get a video to go along with it that shows you the entire process. All right, so just send me a message and I'll send you that link.
All right, Lovewall said, what did I miss? Not much.
Not much. We're just talking vegan eggs.
Marsha said, is the ingredients high in protein for the eggs, I believe?
Oh yeah, because mung dal is the protein right there, right? And then we take it a step further by adding some other things in it that completes that protein, right? So just get the recipe. All right.
The non-toxic pot said beef because I'm allergic.
Yeah, this is the most authentic vegan recipe you can possibly get your hands on. And what makes this recipe even more better is the fact that you can name every single ingredient, you can pronounce every single ingredient, and you can find every single ingredient at your supermarket. So this is no, wishing and wondering, is it gonna be good? Where do I get these scientific terminology ingredients from? None of that. Simple, basic ingredients, all natural, no preservatives needed either.
All right.
Yes.
So Christine, who asked the question about being vegan,
Uh-huh.
said breakfast food. That is her favorite food.
Breakfast. Okay. So I just told you about the eggs, right? So definitely get that recipe. Send me a message and I'll send you the link. Let's start with avocado toast. Super easy. That can be vegan. You don't really need to tweak anything. Make really nice toast. Slice up some avocados. I take mine a step further and I saute mushrooms with lots of garlic, herbs, spices, and I put that on top of the avocado. This is a recipe that's actually in my veganish breakfast food you want to eat. Can you grab the cookbook for me so I can show them? So I have a veganish breakfast cookbook that you should grab. It has the most amazing recipes. So it has smoothies, it has overnight oats, chia pudding, it has pancakes, waffles, it has the avocado toast in there as well. Really, really amazing dishes. Let me just call off some of the dishes that you can find in this. And this is a 92-page cookbook, right? So tons of recipes. So you have a green smoothie, orange cranberry, coconut berry smoothie. You have a bunch of different smoothies. Then you have yogurt bowls, chia, oats, right? There's a blueberry vanilla breakfast farro. There's almond oatmeal. There's overnight oats with cinnamon, apples. Then you have the avocado toast with mushrooms. You have a tomato jam breakfast toast. You have a avocado, tomato, and vegan bacon sandwich in here. You have French toast. I mean, there's a lot of different things. There's pancakes. There's a brown sugar banana pancake. There's lemon cornmeal cakes, waffles, potato waffles, sweet potato hash browns. I mean, you name it. There is so much stuff in here. There's a tofu scramble. There's a vegan burrito. There's even my tamales recipe in here. Like, there is tons of stuff in this breakfast cookbook.
Couple things, Chef. The non-toxic teapot said, so how are we making our cheeses?
Cheeses?
Yeah.
Oh, cheeses is easy. In my community, I have a massive list of different recipes for cheeses, for sauces, you name it. So cheese sauces are very easy to make that are vegan. And in terms of solid cheeses, that takes a little bit more time and skill, but I do have access to those recipes as well in my community. You want to be a part of that community? Send me a link. Well, send me a message. I will send you a link. All right. Let me get this tofu out of the oven because it is ready. It's super golden.
All
so
right.
this goes right into our okra soup. Yes, Emma.
Couple of things. Let's see. Marcia said, also, what is your intake of fruit daily to balance vegan lifestyle?
Oh, we eat fruit every day for lunch.
Yes, that's lunch for
Yeah.
every day.
So, our diet is very, very on purpose, right? We make sure we pay attention to what we're eating and how we're eating. So most of the times we don't do breakfast, right? It's like an intermittent fasting. But then for lunch, we're not eating anything heavy. We're doing fruits, vegetables, so like maybe a tomato, cucumber salad, or just whole fruits. Very intentional as well, right? Our breakfast, our meals, very intentional, very important for our bodies because, we got to make sure that we're doing the right thing. Thanks, Ams.
You're welcome. Okay.
All right. So look at this creamy grit. Look at this. Look at the color of this, right?
Cheryl said, thanks, Chef. You inspire.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Fawn asked, what's a Nigerian recipe?
What's a Nigerian recipe? I have plenty. I have a cookbook here that is 100% Nigerian recipes, and they're all vegan. All right. So if you want some Nigerian recipes, you definitely need to get your hands on this cookbook. I can name off a few of the recipes that's in here. We have the most flavorful vegetable broth. We have a tofu scramble, bean omelet, plantain omelet. We have banga rice, one of my favorites. We have Nigerian fried rice. We have jollof rice, right? We have amala, eba. We have plantain fufu. We have cassava fufu. We have traditional pounded yam in here. All right. We have afang soup, banga soup, egusi, ogbono, okra soup, which is what we're making tonight. We have black eyed peas. All right. And then we have some sweet stuff and some snacks. We have moi moi, which is my wife's favorite, right? That's made from black eyed peas. Lots of tomatoes, red peppers. You puree everything, you steam it. Anyway, we're not gonna get into that. We have meat pie, but the vegan version, of course, is fufu gluten free. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. We have chin chin, we have coconut candy, we have puff puff. Oh my god, puff puff. Whoo!
Sir.
If you're Italian or you know Italian food, you eat at a pizzeria, you've ever had Zeppelis, puff puff is the Nigerian version of Zeppelis. It's like literally the same thing. So good, so good. Yes.
Sir. Trash Panda, she's come back a lot. Asked Chef, is there a steak type recipe? Also, it's hard to ask if you haven't had steak, which is okay.
Say that again.
Is there a steak type recipe?
Steak type recipe. Okay, so let me say this. Right, I'm gonna turn off my okra soup because it's done.
Somebody asked what's the picture you're showing of the.
Oh, this is the jollof rice. This is a picture of the jollof rice that's in the cookbook. All right, all of the most famous Nigerian dishes, I've veganized it and I put it into this cookbook. So it's a cookbook that you definitely want to get your hands on. So back to the question. Now, for people that are going plant-based for the first time, that are in the middle, that are along this journey, I'll tell you something. You want to be very careful trying to replace meat for meat. You want to be careful trying to replace chicken for vegan chicken, seafood for vegan seafood, because what you will end up doing to yourself is disappointing yourself, right? Because there really is no such thing unless you go and get something that's super processed, which is not really good for you, right? Because you can literally go to the supermarket, go online, and you can buy vegan beef, you can buy vegan chicken, you can buy vegan salmon. Like, it's there, right? Even vegan eggs that looks like a sunny side up egg that's been cooked. Bless you. But those things are hyper processed. They're super processed, right? Because just think about what they have to do to make it look like that and taste like that. So for me, what I've found to be successful in my journey with my family members, my 3 kids, my wife, my parents, is that instead of trying to replace and come up with vegan meat, vegan poultry, vegan seafood, I just make dishes that go well together, right? So this is why we do the okra soup, and I have tofu in there, I have the bean curds, so we're covered with protein, we're covered with different textures. You have the peppers, the tomatoes, you have the okra, you have the tofu, the tofu skins. So all these things play a part of it, because what you're really missing when you go plant-based and vegan is not really the meat. You're missing the mouthfeel of the chewing, of the texture. That's what you're missing, is that muscle memory. So the way to do that successfully is not trying to replace the exact thing that you're trying to leave behind. It's just finding the components, trying to find the different ingredients that provide that texture
and
that
flavor.
Does not have to be meat, right? Really, really important. So that's why for me, making vegan eggs is like the farthest I'll go to create something that's similar to what I don't eat anymore, right? But when it comes to seafood, like, I'll just take nori, I'll take seaweed, I'll take kombu, and I'll flavor my broth or my tofu or something like that with the flavors of the sea, because that's where fish gets their flavor from anyway. It's the seaweed and the stuff that they're eating, right?
I think, Chef, also what I love about what you do is, if you can't do it with the ingredients that you can pronounce that are not processed, then don't do it.
Yeah, like, the safest thing for you to do is to stick with whole food plant-based items and then make what you like from that.
Right.
Okay?
A couple of things. Trashman said fufu on its own is already plant-based, isn't it?
Yes, 100%. All the swallows and so fufu, pounded yam, any of those different dishes, those starches, they're all vegan.
Trashman said, so entirely assume this is veggies, let's make it veggies.
Yes.
And Cheryl said, we have to get intentional about what we're putting into our bodies. I have to.
100%. And that's how you become successful being plant-based. It just takes that initial time of you stopping to really think about what it is that you want, why you want to be plant-based, how you're going to approach it. And once you figure that out, it makes everything easier, right? Because the goal, everyone's on a different journey. Everyone is on a different part of the journey of being more plant-based. So the goal is to not try to be where somebody else is. It's to get there on your own. Everyone's race is different, and how we get to the finish line is gonna be completely different for everybody else. So I just tell people, and I just encourage them to, be kind to yourself in terms of what you're eating, how you're eating it, and don't get caught up in trying to replace the meat and the poultry and the seafood and all that stuff. Just make good food.
Don't be plant-based out of a box.
Yeah, don't be plant-based out of a box. Don't go to the supermarket and load up on a bunch of super processed items, that looks like chicken, that looks like beef, nuggets, whatever it is. Like, once in a while, if you have a craving, so be it. No worries. But if you're eating plant-based 5 days a week, let 4 days, at least 4 days, be whole food. And whole food means broccoli, cabbage, potatoes, yams, carrots, celery.
Foods that haven't been processed.
Actual plants.
Whole food.
Not something that has a label with ingredients. Very different, right? Because you can be plant-based and you can eat a bunch of processed stuff all day, and that's not the case.
Chef, can I say something?
Yes, please.
Can you be my doctor?
Okay, two things before apron of guys. Two things before apron of the day. Trash Penny said, "What is your favorite vegan dish?"
That's tough.
Oh, dish from the Veganish book.
Okay. So for the Nigerian cookbook, my favorite is definitely the okra soup that I made today and the banga rice. Oh my goodness, it's so good.
So beautiful.
It's so good, right?
It's banga.
Banga. See, you saying banga?
Banga.
You know what I'm saying? My Nigerian spokesperson is right around the corner, so if I don't say it right, she's there to correct me.
All right.
Good.
Jenny said, "Is there a plant-based bread? I use plant-based butter."
Oh yeah, there's a lot of bread is plant-based. You just have to know where you're getting it from. A lot of supermarkets, unfortunately, will put milk in their bread, right? So let's break down the types of bread to stay away from or to check the ingredients. Sourdough, 99% of the time should be 100% vegan. Like, sourdough should never not be vegan, right? So that's the first one, and sourdough is really good for you. What does and will always have butter, eggs, and milk is challah, right? So any kind of challah bread or any kind of what's the name of it?
Which one you look for?
It's I guess it's challah bread. But that's the most eggy dairy bread out there, right? Whole grains more than likely will brioche. Yes, Miss Posh. Oh yes, brioche. That's it. Brioche has a ton of eggs, a ton of milk, a ton of butter in it. So stay very far away from brioche bread. Okay? But sourdough will be your best friend. Multigrain will be your best friend. But sometimes people put honey in multigrain. So I'm not sure. Some people won't touch honey. Some people will, even though they're vegan. So just double check multigrain for honey. Seeded is another really good one for you as well. Whole wheat, I don't really care for unless it's a specialty bakery and they're making whole wheat, because supermarket whole wheat is nothing but regular all-purpose flour that they toast and make it look dark. They might sprinkle some, whole wheat flour in there, but it really isn't.
All right, so
actual whole wheat.
we got some a little controversial. Trash Panda said, and I'd like to answer this one. Trash Panda said, bread is used with yeast. Since it's a living organism, isn't vegan, or is that not in the topic? So
I love that question, and my daughter wants to answer, so I will let her take the
most
reign.
Vegetables and a lot of stuff you eat, like mushrooms, are living organisms.
Yes.
And we do eat them.
Yes.
Now, they don't necessarily have a
heart
or conscience or a feeling.
Right, consciousness.
Yes, they don't have a mom
Yes.
or a dad or anything that's birthing
Correct.
them. They are
Yes.
not. Yes, that's basically it.
Don't play with my child.
Yes, that's my 15-year-old. So
Don't play with my child.
make your own bread, Miss Pasha said. Yes, this is also true. All right.
Ezekiel bread is good too.
Ezekiel bread. But be careful, depending on where you get your Ezekiel bread from, because some people they still put a lot of stuff in the Ezekiel bread. So just be careful,
If they
right?
put milk in chips, they'll put milk.
Exactly, and even potato chips. Buying potato chips.
Potato chips.
Be very careful because a lot of the seasonings they'll use. Miss Pasha said, "Proud of you, Emma." A lot of the potato chips out there, they'll use milk powder to carry the seasoning that they put on the potato chips. So be very careful when you're buying flavored potato chips. Okay? Yes, potato chips. Be very careful. Read the ingredients. Jalapeno potato chips, a lot of them have milk in it, right? They use a milk powder to create the seasoning that they sprinkle on the chips. So you want to be very careful. All right?
Okay.
Be very careful. Yes.
Trash Pan just said, I believe mushrooms have a conscience. Personally weird, I know. And actually that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, because mushrooms, they actually create this ecosystem and they're connected and
I get it.
they talk to each other,
it's understandable.
right?
Yeah.
So it's definitely
respect
understandable.
I respect it.
And I respect it too.
So, and that's why I said everyone's journey is different.
And I
You know
love
what I
that
mean?
for you.
And I love the fact that people can be conscious and aware of certain things and what it is that they're doing. Because, there are vegans out there that won't touch honey. And there are vegans that eat honey all day long.
Yes.
So, there are vegans that don't mind having leather goods. So everyone's different. Every journey is different.
It's where your belief is. I mean, there are some vegans that are focused more on, the killing of the animals, and then it's more a lifestyle choice, like how I want to eat.
And I will say this, for people who are meat eaters and that want to cross over and want to, be more plant-based, when they come into rooms that are very, there's this version, there's that version, it really pushes them away. And that's why you created the entire movement called Veganish, because there was no space for me. When I would go into these vegan rooms, everybody was like, well, are you the kind of vegan that I'm like, just leave. I just want to eat good food. Right. So Chef, I think it kind of brings us back to why you started this whole movement to begin with. Just eat more vegetables.
Yes.
That's it. You don't have to worry about labels or
well
titles.
Said, sweetheart.
Just
well
eat
said.
more vegetables. That's it.
Are you saying our food products are sentient beings? Jackie, no. Now that they're sentient beings, it just depends on what it is that you're eating. You know what I mean? Trash Pan, the whole bee honey idea was slave labor with some that disagree with honey. Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing, like this conversation can go so deep, right?
That's how I'm like, veganish.
Yeah, there's just so much that you can talk about and touch on with the bees and the honeys, and that's why with some farms they make it a thing to let people know that they don't drug the bees before they take the honey. Like there's just so much you can jump into that.
People still wouldn't do it even if the farmers are conscious because it's still taking from them.
Yeah. Appreciate all the love, people. Yes, it does look scrumptious. Miss Pasha, delicious indeed. All right. Marcia, appreciate that. We're about to have dinner. So the grits are done.
Oh, wait. Teresa said, what do you recommend for skincare?
For skincare.
Oh, let Emma tell you.
Okay.
Emma knows.
Okay.
I mean, are you...
My 15-year-old daughter is all about skincare right now. Granted that, I make my own body oil.
No,
Dad,
you know
can
what I'm
we
saying?
stop? We're not
The
talking
haters-
about the oil.
The haters are here.
We're
She
not
said
talking about the
skincare.
oil.
Your
No,
body is your
no.
skin. I'm just saying.
No,
Are you
she's not
talking facial or are you talking
Emma
body?
got it. Eddie, Emma got it.
Trash Panda says I love y'all, guys.
No, Emma got it, babes.
Okay.
I'm good.
Dad.
Oil can't solve everything.
Attack team me now.
Oil
All right.
can't solve everything. Emma,
Facial.
please.
She said facial. So hit them up, Em.
Okay, so specifically, are you talking about products or more foods that
Yes,
you should
products.
eat?
Products.
Oh, specifically.
Products, Emma. Products.
Okay.
While she's coming up with the products,
No,
you guys
I'm good. So there's a lot of brands that kind of it feels like they're vegan, but they're not. So actually, there's a couple of them that you should just combine together. Like there's this one brand called Versed, VERSD. It's some really good brand for like a moisturizer. Now, if you're trying to be a little bit more like, I don't know, money conscious, then Thayer's is a really good one as well.
Thayer's is amazing.
Yes. Now, a lot of their products...
A little bit of butter in the grits. What is a good vegan collagen? Ooh.
Vegan collagen. Okay.
It's the one oh gosh.
Yeah, let me.
It's an oil that I get from Amazon.
The Baruchi.
Yes.
See, I'm helping you guys out. Baruchi is a really good oil.
Yeah.
My wife says it's
the only
natural
vegan
nut
collagen that I know of.
Yeah,
Yes.
and it's just really, really good.
It's amazing. I've been using it now
Yeah,
for like 3
Baruchi
years.
oil.
Yes.
And Amazon sells it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
so you can get it. You can get it there. It's a very has a very nutty aroma, but it's really cool.
It's amazing. I love it.
Yeah. Any other questions? Any other questions? We're about to serve up dinner, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much.
Oil, Is it?
Yeah, that's it, babe.
Yes. So let's do the right spelling because that word sounds crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to look.
Yeah, it's Bakuchi. All right, that's it. All right, people, dinner's done. I just melted in some delicious butter. Can I get some dinner, chef? Of course, plant lady. You can get some dinner. We have a delicious buttery grits right here. Do you do other than Nigerian foods, or is it more of a family? No. We do. Oh,
we're international, bro.
Trash Panda. Let me hit you up.
That name is pretty dope.
It is a cool name.
Trash Panda?
So we do. We're very international in this
Stop
house,
playing with my chef.
right? So I'm classically trained as a chef, and my specialities is African food, of course, because of my wife, but I do Asian food really well. I do Italian food. I do Spanish food. So on any given week, we're doing 3 different cuisines,
Yes.
right? We're going to Spain, we're going to Italy,
Yes.
we're going to the Caribbean, we're going to Africa. I mean, Japan. We do all kinds of stuff. Vietnamese food, Thai food. We do it all. So that's what I'm saying. That this is the best channel to come to if you're looking for inspiration for plant-based dishes. Like there's no cuisine we don't touch.
And skincare too. Emma just killed it.
2 things.
I love Indian foods. Yes, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, you're fine. Chana masala isn't enough. Ooh, that's not.
Chana masala isn't enough. Yeah, you're right. It's not enough. That's why you have to hit them up with the aloo gobi or the tikki masala. All right.
That is not chicken.
No.
Oh,
Tick boo. No. Anyway.
what is that?
Your father, there's something wrong. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, no, chana masala, like you said, is not enough. You know what I mean? So, aloo kopi, Bombay aloo, I mean, the list goes on and on. Some onion pakoras, you know what I'm saying? Some dal soup. Like, we do all of that.
Blue Jay said there isn't, but I heard rice water is good. I'm a meat eater, but why should I do this?
Why what?
There isn't, but I heard rice water.
There isn't what?
I don't know. Rice water is good.
Rice water, yes, I've heard that too. And I mean, there's some fact to it. I have to do some more research. I don't know what exactly people do use rice water for, but I have heard about rice water being something that's used. Yes.
Rover said
dinner time.
Rover said, am I allowed to say Nigerian, or is that just your word?
No. You use Nigerian to make your food, do what you want. I just love how delicious this pot of yummy goodness looks that I'm about to dig in.
Jamie said, hi chef, are you just starting or am I late?
Oh man.
Jamie! We
love you.
We're finishing up, man. I'm so sorry. But you're just in time for the plate up. You know what I'm saying?
Aw, I like Jamie. She's so pretty.
You're just in time for the plate up. So what we did is a Nigerian okra soup that's in this here amazing cookbook that's in the TikTok shop and all my spices that we launched last week.
Is Jamie new here?
No, she comes almost every time.
Aw, Jamie.
It's all right. You know what I'm saying? My wife is all over your page.
Yes. I like you, Jamie.
So we did Nigerian okra soup, and then instead of doing pounded yam or fufu or anything like that, I did grits instead. Actually, one of my kids asked for grits because this is a brand. What was that? This is a brand that has the most amazing grits, right? Like, it's perfect. Everyone that I've introduced this brand to, they stop buying all the others. Like, it's It's the dopest ever, and I'm about to share with you guys. All right, I'm telling you right now. Once you try this brand, you're not gonna want to buy any other brand. All right, you ready for this brand? Are you ready? What grits? Yes, this is the brand. It's Moretti, right? All the way from Italy. Super delicious, like the Mario Brothers. It's a me, your Mario. Anyway, that's what it is. Okay, are we good?
We're fantastic.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Have some technical issues here, but you know, I put on my glasses. You know, I'm an old man. You know what I'm saying?
You're not an old man.
Raised on grits, yeah, Jamie. Yes, grits forever. I'm telling you. So you see, that's the thing. So I tell people polenta, yeah. So I like mixing things up. Like I like switching things up. Like you don't always have to do the status quo. You don't always have to do what's expected. You know what I mean? So today we're having grits with our Nigerian okra. Is that something anyone has ever done? I don't think so. Is it wrong? No. Is it good food? Yes. So that's all that matters. So let me make sure my grits taste really delicious before I serve it up. So I added some nice butter in there. Look at that. Look at that. Right? Look at that.
H said it's illegal.
Not in my house. Beautifully cooked. Beautifully cooked. And you know what else I love about these grits? The size is not inconsistent. It's literally the perfect size. Each and every single one of them is the same, right? When you get random grits from whoever is making them, the size are inconsistent. So some are big, some are small. So when you think it's cooked, you still have some hard pieces in there that are raw. But this is perfect. It's perfect. So we're about to serve this baby up. All right. So grits down. All right. So this is gonna be. So in China, there's this dish called congee, right? And it's literally a rice porridge. So they take broken rice and they take broken rice and they make literally like a porridge with it, like this, right? They cook it with water, they cook it with a broth, and then they add a bunch of different herbs to it, a bunch of different spices, and a bunch of different toppings, right? So that's kind of what this is giving me today. Yes, Em.
Jamie said, "Can you get gluten-free grits? Because sometimes grit bothers me in my old age."
So I'll tell you what. I bet you if you get this brand and you try it, it won't happen.
I know, right? From Italy.
I'm telling you. So you have to be really careful. Unfortunately, a lot of the ingredients that we get in America, because of all of the pesticides and the stuff that they put on the plants, it just messes with our body in the worst way. This is why a lot of people can't have gluten. It's why a lot of people can't have certain starches. Like they can't have a lot of the things that when they leave this country and they travel, they eat it and there's no problem. So this is an Italian brand, like literally straight out of Italy. So I'm sure if you try this brand, you won't have half of the trouble you have with buying grits that's from an American brand, right? Because the corn is completely different. You know what I mean? It's completely different.
I think it was Mel Gibson that was talking about it. And a lot of people, if you go online and search, people are talking about how they can eat regular pasta.
Yes. Like my dad. I mean, so my dad's diabetic, unfortunately. And here in America, like he can't do yams, the potatoes, all that starchy stuff. He can't do none of it. Like he does it, his sugar just shoots up. Remember I told you earlier on in the live, we were in St. Lucia for a month. I wish it was a year, but we were in St. Lucia for a month. And I'm telling you, he ate sweet potatoes, yams, cassava, plantains, you name it. All the starchy stuff you could possibly think of. His sugar didn't spike not even 0.5%. Not once. The entire time we were there. He didn't have to check his sugar. He didn't have to do no testing. Nothing. So the ingredients here, unfortunately, is not the ingredients everywhere else. So if you can get your hands on some Italian grits, like the ones that I just shared in my live, you'll be 10 times better. Trash Panda, appreciate that, man. Like I just love sharing the knowledge that I have, because there's no point in me not sharing that knowledge. For what? It's like we can all win. You know what I mean? We can all win. So look at that. The grits are down, and then this beautiful, delicious. Oh my goodness! Look at that. It's like restaurant quality plating right here. Like, are you serious? Look at that. And then the juice on the corners. Woo! Oh, baby. This is what I'm talking about, people. This is what I'm talking about. This is what you call good food, right? Simply made and just uber delicious, right? Made with intention and made with love, man. That's it, right? Love for our bodies.
Beach Love said, here's my plate.
Right? So that's it. That's how we do it, right? Super simple, super easy. Now, the last thing I want to add to this, of course, because we have to keep it real chefy. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't do something that cool and then not finish it the right way.
Miss Pasha said culinary perfection.
Yes, Miss Pasha. I appreciate that. Let's get some fresh scallions, right? We're gonna wash this real quick. And then we're gonna finish off this lovely plate. Okay, get my knife, cut that off. Garbage. All right, cut that off. Okay, and then this is what we're gonna do. All right, put that right there. Slice these up real nice and quick.
X Forever said that looks amazing.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right. Scallions are done, and then we finish just like that. Bless you.
Bless you.
Right on the top. All right. A few pieces of scallions, and we're good to go. All right. Here you go, sweetheart.
Thank you, Daddy.
Emma, here you go.
Thank you.
That's yours.
Trish said, sorry, I missed the beginning of today.
It's all good, Trish.
Oh, apron of the day, sir. Wait, we didn't do that yet. Well, it's kind of...
Sir?
Yes.
There you go. Sorry. It's all right. You're welcome. Thank you very much. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So while I finish slicing up my scallions, all right, we're going to run through real quick the apron of the day, which is the one I'm wearing. This is the pinstripe. All right. So for those of you who want to not only cook good, but you want to feel good while you're in the kitchen, cop you one of these aprons with that cookbook, and you'll be styling and profiling like nobody's business. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think? What do you think? And you see, I'm like already like themed out. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what else? Look at my T-shirt. Let me take off the apron so you can see it. Right? Let me adjust the neck real quick. So this is the beautiful apron, of course, right? Nice and long. See what I'm saying? So even if you tie it around your waist like this, you're still good. You know what I mean? But then look at my shirt. You know who's on my shirt? Fela. You know who that is? That is the Nigerian guy. You know what I'm saying? His music is on another level. But this guy, he is... You can't talk Nigeria and not talk about Fela, right? And you say it like Fela. Right? Fela. That's his name. You know what I'm saying? So his music is crazy. Some of the songs are like 10 minutes. You know what I mean? But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that was just a little quick history, on some Nigerian stuff because we made Nigerian food today. Appreciate that, Ed. Yes, Emma.
Jenny said I make my own meds to keep my sugar down using garlic, turmeric, lemon, rosemary, ginger, cloves and boil it.
I like that. Let me show you something real quick, Jenny. Jenny from the block. Check it out right here. In this situation right here, the plant lady on my life right now, love his music. Yes. This is a concoction that my mom made with me a while back. And we have it in our house every year, right? So in here, there's apple cider vinegar. There's lots of garlic, grapefruit, lime, lemon, orange, right? There's rosemary, there's thyme, bay leaves, onions, all that good stuff in here. This stuff ages in this container for 30 days, right? In a dark corner in my house. And then we strain it and we end up with this baby right here. So winter time, boom, just hit them with the heat. You know what I'm saying? Thanks, Mom. All right, people. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. I really appreciate you guys. You are amazing. You rocked. We got rid of the what do we call them? We got rid of the unwanteds, the haters. You know, we dealt with them in the most eloquent way. You know what I'm saying? We showed them love even though they didn't love themselves. But it's okay. You know, the world unfortunately has people like that.
Jenny said, can you put the ingredients up, please?
The ingredients, for the tonic, we call it the tonic. Actually, that video is live. Send me a message and I will send you the link to that video. I walk you through exactly how to do it. Real easy. All right? So just message me. All right, ladies and gentlemen. And remember, for everyone that wants the vegan egg recipe, I got that link ready to go. Just send me a message. I will comment. I will reply ASAP and I will send you the link to get your vegan recipe that comes with a video that walks you through the entire thing. All right. We don't gatekeep up in here. You got access to all these amazing things and more. All right. Tomorrow is Wednesday. So we have to finish tomorrow with a bang. So I'm trying to figure out what we're going to do tomorrow. That's going to be really cool, you know, really delicious. You know what I'm saying? So anyone that is joining me tomorrow, if you have some suggestions, send me a message. All right. And whatever I get the most suggestion of, that's what we're going to do tomorrow. Cool. So if you want to be a part of what I make tomorrow, hit me up in the DMs, send me a message, and we're going to rock and roll. All right. Until then, ladies and gentlemen.